Hey guys, we're back here on The Hunter Call the Wild, and I'm Lady Legend. Today we're going to be counting down my top 10 most used weapons in Call the Wild. Now this is going to be an opinion-based top 10 countdown. Today's video is going to be broken down into chapters so that you can easily find the weapon that you're looking for, and we will go through all the stats for every weapon and which DLC, or if it is non-DLC, exactly where you will find it. Now if you do enjoy today's video guys, I'm going to ask you to do one thing: smash that like button. It is super amazing for the algorithm and I appreciate it so much. So thanks guys for that, and let's head right into it. Coming in at number 10 on our list of top 10 most used weapons in Call the Wild is the Hudzik 50 Caplock Muzzleloader. Now right now guys, I have the mini balls in, which are good for classes 4 to 8. With the mini balls, you can zero in at 100, 150, and 200 meters. Now when you do switch over to the round balls, those are good for classes 3 to 7, but the max you can zero is only 100 meters. So between the two ammos, you can cover classes 3 through 8. Unfortunately, you cannot use the muzzleloader on any class 9 species. Now the one thing about the muzzleloader is that it has a really long reload time. So if you are looking for a follow-up shot, your best option is to cycle over to a different weapon and continue shooting, because it will take a very long time to reload the muzzleloader. Now the muzzleloader is found in the Smoke and Barrels DLC. It does come with this really nice scope, so if you are a low-level player and you don't have all the scopes yet, this scope is really going to help you out. Go. And splat! Down he goes. So the muzzleloader is definitely a really popular rifle, and there we go. So that was only 82.71 meters, and look at the insane penetration with the muzzleloader. Now that is from really close distance, but you're going to get really great penetration with the muzzleloader. Okay guys, so here is the Hudzik 50 Caplock in the store. So once you do purchase the Smoke and Barrels DLC, you do not have to pay any in-game dollars for it. So it has an accuracy of 25, a recoil of 70, a reload speed of 5, very slow, and a hip shot of 15. Okay, so here's the ammo guys. This is the 50 caliber mini balls. They are $450 for 10, effective range of 200, that is actually the maximum you can zero to, penetration of 40, expansion of 30, and good for classes 4 to 8. Now when we go down here to the round balls, they only have a max zeroing of 100 meters, penetration of 30, expansion of 30, and this time they're good for classes 3 to 7. So classes 3 to 8 between both ammos, that's what you can use the muzzleloader on, and it is definitely a really fun time. Coming in at number 9 on our list of top 10 most used weapons in Call the Wild is the Rhino 454 handgun. So the Rhino is a non-DLC weapon guys. You do not have to purchase it, but you do have to unlock it through using handguns. It is not an easy thing to do, but once you have it, this is hands down the best handgun in the game. Now the Rhino is good for classes 4 to 9. Now it zeroes in at 25, 50, and 75 meters. That is the max you can zero. So if you are going to do any longer range shooting, you just need to take it to the firing range and get comfortable with where to aim for those longer shots. And I do love playing with the Rhino, taking really long shots. It is a lot of fun. Now we're going to take this water buffalo down. It is such a great handgun for water buffalo. And we're actually perfectly hidden here. Now the Rhino has 5 shots. That should have been good. Apparently it was not. What the heck? Okay guys, so we did get a vital there. He did take a second to drop, but I didn't notice, but he did drop down to 50, so we did get him. It took a second for him to drop in health, so it made me wonder. Now interestingly enough, as you can see here guys, with the Rhino we do have a low bleed rate. So you're gonna have to do a little bit of tracking, and that was a perfectly vital shot. So that's very interesting. But if you're ever getting attacked from Cape Buffalo, Water Buffalo, the Rhino is a great weapon to defend yourself with. And being class 4 to 9, there are so many species you can use it on. So that was a beautiful left lung shot, only from 77 meters. One thing with the Rhino is it does have pretty insane penetration. So it actually busted through the scapula, and we have pretty great penetration into the left lung. I'm pretty sure if I had taken a dead straight broadside shot, we would have got double lung with it. and that is with the hard cast bullets. Okay guys, so here we are in the store. Here is the Rhino 454. So once you unlock it, it is 48,000 in-game dollars to purchase. It has an accuracy of 10, a recoil of 100, a reload speed of 24, and a hip shot of 86. Now, what I used to do to unlock the Rhino was use the 22 handgun on geese, but they are not working right now. So another way to do this, guys, is to use the handgun on any class 1 species that you can see. Rabbits are a great choice until geese are fixed. Now that is DLC. The Anderson is a DLC handgun. So here we have the 454 flat nose hard cast bullets. These I very much prefer. So they have an effective range of 50, max 0 of 75 meters, penetration of 100, expansion of 23, and good for classes 4 to 9. And then we do have the 454 jacketed hollow point bullets. Same effective range. Now we only have a penetration of 25, but a huge expansion of 100, and again 4 to 9. I much prefer the penetration to the expansion. Now the Rhino 454 is definitely a handgun that I highly recommend you add to your inventory. It is a lot of fun. Coming in at number 8 on our list of top 10 best weapons in Call of the Wild is the Vasquez Cyclone 45 air rifle. Now you will find the air rifle in Weapon Pack 3, and it is a great weapon for stacking a lot of cash. It is only good for classes 2 to 4, but it is amazing for sneaking up and taking out entire herds of animals. And 2 really great species to do that with, guys, are fallow deer and pronghorn. You can make just a huge amount of money doing that. So what I do with the air rifle, guys, get out of my face, dog. What I do with the air rifle is I sneak up to 100 meters. I find that is your sweet spot. And the reason for that is you can take shots and you should not spook them in so doing. Now you want to be really patient when you're doing this. You want to take a shot and then you want to wait for the rest of the fallow or whatever it is you're targeting to calm down. Once they calm down, take another one out and rinse and repeat. Wait a few more seconds till they calm down again and you can continue to take out the entire herd. Now if they do start to spook, start shooting away. Now it does hold 7 shots. It zeroes in at 25, 50, and 100 meters. Now anytime you want to take the most stable shot possible, guys, you want to lay flat, you want to go prone. Alright, let's target this guy right here. Now, he is about 88 meters away. Okay, here we go. And down he goes. Alright, now watch the other fallow. They know something's going on, but they're not spooking. A lot of them are still calm, some of them have gone alert. So you just want to wait a second and let them calm down. Then you can take another shot and continue to take out the rest of the herd. Here we go. Okay, I did get them. It can take a few seconds for them to drop in health, as it is not a super powerful weapon. But as you can see, they are not spooking. So just keep doing that. You will stack all kinds of cash with the air rifle. Once you do purchase Weapon Pack 3, it is totally free. It has an accuracy of 60, a recoil of 10, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 80. And there is only one variation for the air rifle. Alright, so these are the 45 hollow points. They have an effective range of 50, penetration of 15, huge expansion of 70, and good for classes 2 to 4. Then when we move over here to the round nose air rifle pellets, same effective range, but now you're getting penetration of 27, which is much more, and only an expansion of 6. So I do prefer the round nose air rifle pellets. But the air rifle is an awesome weapon to sneak up on those lower class animals and take out a pile for cash. Highly recommended. Coming in at number 7 on our list of top 10 best weapons in Call of the Wild is the Cacciatore 12 gauge shotgun. Now the Cacciatore is a non-DLC shotgun, and it actually does have 6 shots, which is what makes it so amazing. And the fact that it is non-DLC. Now if you want to use the shotgun with the scope, you do have to unlock it. But a lot of the times the shotgun is pretty great without the scope. Now the Cacciatore zeroes in at 25, 50, and 75 meters with birdshot. Tori. Just in case there was another one around, we got him. All right, perfect. So we have a European rabbit here. That was an 11 meter shot. My favorite thing to do with the Cacciatore is actually hunt geese, but they are not working right now. But I do love the Cacciatore for quail, for pheasants, for all of those class 1 species. The Cacciatore is the shotgun that I usually reach for. And I did get a second one, very sweet. And a level 2 male. All you need is 1 pellet, that will take your class 1 species down. Again, this is a non-DLC weapon. You just have to unlock it using any other shotgun, and you also have to unlock the scope. It is 48,000 in-game dollars. It has 6 shots, which is absolutely amazing. It has an accuracy of 33, a recoil of 82, a reload speed of 29, and a hip shot of 88. So with the ammo, guys, we have the 12 gauge birdshot, which is good for class 1. Then we have the 12 gauge buckshot, which is good for classes 2 to 5. And we do have the slugs, which are good for 4 to 8. So the Cacciatore between all 3 ammos is good for classes 1 to 8. But it is a really great shotgun and I really do enjoy it. Coming in at number 6 on our list of top 10 best weapons in Call of the Wild is the Hawkedge CB70 bow. Now this bow is a non-DLC bow, which makes it very accessible to all players. I don't know, I just really enjoy using this bow. It seems to be the bow that I usually pull for. I would like to point out that I do often use the Brightside rangefinder bow sight. Now this is a DLC item and it does come with the high-tech hunting pack. Now if you don't have that, you can definitely use the Brightside single pin sight, which is non-DLC, but I am going to use it just to show you how it works, because it is very handy. What the Brightside rangefinder bow sight does is measure the distance to your target and zero for you. So we have a moose here. We're gonna sneak up to about 50 or 60 meters, and that is perfect for taking your shot. Now, I just like to point out that you cannot take shots with the bow from prone unless you have the Leica Pro bow perk. I do have the 600 grains loaded. Now the CB70 zeroes in at 20, 40, and 60 meters. Okay guys, with the Brightside rangefinder bow sight, I am on PC, so the red dot actually does the measuring and zeros, and the green dot is where you're aiming. So here we go. And we did get him. Perfect. Bow hunting is a lot of fun. It does require a lot of patience, but it can be very rewarding. And these 600 green arrows are crazy strong. The penetration on them is pretty insane. Wait till you see the penetration on this moose. Look at that insane penetration. It went through the moose and out the other side, literally. That is kind of crazy. So that was a 54 meter shot, and that is the Hawkedge CB70 bow. Again, it is a non-DLC bow. It is 48,000 in-game dollars. It has an accuracy of 10, a recoil of 28, a reload speed of 100, and a hip shot of 10. Peak draw weight is 70 pounds. Now you can use the 350 grain broadhead traditional arrows, or you can purchase tracer arrows when you purchase the high-tech hunting pack, but you can use just the traditional arrows. The 350 grains are good for classes 1 to 3, the 420 grains are good for classes 2 to 7, and the 600 grain broadhead arrows are good for classes 7 to 9. And these are the tracer arrows, and all that means is that they light up at night, so it makes it easier to find your kill. Coming in at number 5 on our list of top 10 best weapons in Call of the Wild is the 22 LR long rifle. Now you will find this rifle in Weapon Pack 1. It is only for class 1, and it zeroes in at 50, 100, and 150 meters. Now I do take the 22 LR to just about every map. You don't need it in Medved, but anywhere there are class 1 species, I have it with me. Now I actually usually do use the Argus with the 22 because you're usually shooting something pretty tiny. Now when you are shooting anything like ducks or bunnies with the 22, zeroing is super important because they are so very tiny. Now what I've done here is I have marked these ducks with a waypoint. I want to be either at 50, 100, or 150 meters so that I am zeroed perfectly. But the 22 has the most range for a class 1 rifle out of all the weapons in Call of the Wild, so I do use it a lot. The shotgun is the most fun, but when they fly off, you want to have that 22 LR ready for those long range shots. Now when you're shooting ducks, guys, as soon as you do take one down, don't take another shot. I would wait until the rest of the ducks go calm. They're actually alert right now, Often they go alarmed but don't fly away. So I would actually wait until they go calm again and then take another one out. And that is just so they don't fly off. Now if they do, you want to shoot them out of the sky, and you do want to lead the shot. And they still are not spooked, but see, now they say alarmed. Alright, so I'm going to spook them out on purpose. Come on, spook! There we go. Alright, so when you're shooting them in the air, you want to lead the shot right in front of them. And we got them! That's how you want to do it. So basically, they're flying into the shot. And there is 10 shots, which is very handy, so often you can reload and keep firing away. But when you're shooting them in the air, you want to be zeroed to your maximum, which is 150 meters. And there is one of our ducks, so that was 149 meters, just about 150, right on the nose. And there we do have a mallard. So the 22 LR is an absolutely fantastic Class 1 rifle. Once you purchase Weapon Pack 1, it is totally free. It has an accuracy of 100, a recoil of 10, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 86. This weapon is only good for Class 1 species, but it does have lots of range. There is only one type of ammo for the 22 LR, and that's the 22 LR jacketed hollow point bullets. They have an effective range of 100, so you can actually zero to 150 meters. Penetration of 5, expansion of 10, and good for Class 1. Coming in at number 4 on our list of top 10 best weapons in Call of the Wild is the Ranger 243. Now, I know you might be surprised to see this on my list, as I do often complain about it, but quite honestly, the 243 is a super necessary weapon in Call of the Wild. It is a non-DLC rifle, it is good for classes 2 to 6, and we do need it for these Class 2 species. The Solican starts at Class 3, so anything above that you could use the Solican for. Alright, so we have a Gray Fox. Now guys, when you are shooting something like Gray Fox, something small, your zeroing is super important. So this Fox is about 170 meters out. I'm zeroed to 150, which is not a huge amount, but I am going to aim a tiny bit high because there will be a drop. Now if I take the shot from 200, I really do want to aim quite a bit higher than where I want to hit the Fox. Here we go. Alright. So the 243 comes with the base game, and I take it to just about every map. Anywhere that there are Class 2 species, I have the 243 with me, which is most maps. Right by her Vital Blood splatter. So that was a beautiful double lung shot, 145 meters. I guess she was a little closer, so we did hit exactly where we aimed because I thought I was a little further away from this Fox. But the 243 is absolutely fantastic for those lower class species. Now this is a non-DLC weapon. It does come with the base game, but it is a very necessary weapon to use in game. We need the 243 for those Class 2 species that the Solican does not reach. So with the 243, you have an accuracy of 78, a recoil of 46, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 76. So here we have the 243 polymer tips, $530 for 10 shots. Penetration of 30, expansion of 4, and good for classes 2 to 6. Then you have the soft points, which are totally free. You can actually use them forever and never pay a penny for them, but guys, it really is worth it to pay the money for the polymer tips. With the soft points, penetration of only 15 and expansion of 17, same classes 2 to 6. I really do prefer the polymers, but the 243 is an absolutely necessary weapon to carry in your inventory to most maps. Coming in at number 3 on our top 10 best weapons countdown is actually a tie between the M1 and the 30-06. Now these two are very, very similar weapons. They do use the same ammo, but there is a difference. Now I do love the M1 for my whitetail grind. I call it my grinding weapon. I absolutely love the M1 for whitetail. The recoil, now I do have 3 points in recoil management, but I do feel like there is no better weapon for having minimal recoil. Now let's see, I have not shot whitetail in a while. Let's see if we can take a few. I got some big boys here. 3 max estimate whitetail bucks, holy. Alright, I did not get a vital on the 3rd. And he is down. So yeah, I do love the M1 for whitetail. I just absolutely love it. It is good for classes 4 to 8, just like the 30-06. They are very, very similar. And here, this is the 30-06 here. All right, let's take a couple more. I do like the sound of the 30-06. The M1 does have that one extra shot and does weigh 1 kilogram less, so that is not nothing. Okay. Now the M1 comes in the Smoke and Barrels DLC, and it is definitely one of the most popular weapons in the game. Once you do purchase the Smoke and Barrels pack, it is totally free in game. It has an accuracy of 35, a recoil of 82, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 50. Now the M1 uses the 30-06 bullet, same as the 30-06. Now the polymer tips are $850 for 10 shots. You can zero up to 300 meters, effective range of 150, penetration of 40, and an expansion of 11, good for classes 4 to 8. Now with the soft points, same effective range, but now you're getting a penetration of only 19 and a huge expansion of 50. I much prefer the polymer tips myself, but the M1 is my absolute favorite farming rifle. I always use it when I'm grinding whitetail. I just find it is the best for recoil when you do have 3 points in recoil management. Okay guys, so now we have the Eckers 30-06, and this is also one of the most popular 4 to 8 rifles in the game. The 30-06 has an accuracy of 35, a recoil of 80, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 50. Of course, it does use the 30-06 bullets, which we have already gone through the stats for. Now, the 30-06 is found in Weapon Pack 3. Coming in at number 2 on our list of top 10 best weapons in Call of the Wild is the FL Sporter 303. And if you have been in any of my streams, guys, you'll know that I absolutely love the 303. Now, the 303 comes with the T Awaroa DLC. You can earn it through the missions, or you can pay for it, and I believe it is 45,000 in-game dollars. It is a 4 to 8 rifle, and I just love the penetration. I love the way it sounds. I love the way it handles, and it is just something different. So I have been using it quite a bit. How'd we do? I did not get him. All right, I have 1 shot left. Oh, I did? I do apologize. Oh, he down? All right, so that is a 180 meter shot. Actually, we don't have huge penetration there. Usually there is better penetration. I don't know, maybe the angle. But I really do love the 303. Okay guys, so here we have the FL Sporter 303, and this is absolutely one of my most favorite rifles in the game. I bring it everywhere. It is 40,000 in-game dollars to purchase, but you can earn it through doing the missions. It has an accuracy of 55, a recoil of 64, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 67. Okay, so here we have the 303 British polymer tips. They are $880 for 10 shots. They have an effective range of 150 meters, so you can zero all the way to 300. Huge penetration at 40, expansion of 12, and good for classes 4 to 8. Then we do have the soft point bullets, same effective range, but now you're only getting 20 for penetration and 53 for expansion, so I do much prefer, myself, the polymer tips. But I love the penetration of the 303. I love how it feels. I love how it sounds. I am just really enjoying the 303. And it is great on red deer if you are doing a red deer grind. Best. Coming in at number 1 on our list of top 10 best weapons in Call of the Wild is the 300 Magnum. Now the 300 comes with the Yukon DLC. It does have 4 shots, and it is very, very powerful. You do want to take it onto any map that has class 9 species. It is good for classes 7 to 9 and is absolutely perfect for maps. We better take this guy. He's gonna be out of here, like Savannah. But yeah, the 300 is super powerful. It does give you that follow-up shot with 4 shots. It zeroes all the way to 300, but the 300 is a powerhouse, and I take it to just about every map. Definitely every map that has class 7 to 9 species. I am always carrying the 300 with me. Definitely if you're getting attacked on any reserve by capes or by water buffalo, you want the 300 on you. Pop that scope off and take that baby down. And look at the penetration. Okay, so now we have the 300 Canning Magnum, which is my absolute favorite rifle in the entire game. It is $75,000, which I know is a lot of money, but guys, it is worth every single penny. You cannot earn it through missions, you do have to pay for it. It has an accuracy of 80, a recoil of 90, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 35. So here we have the 300 Magnum polymer tip bullets, 950 in-game dollars for 10 shots, penetration of 42, expansion of only 14, so you're getting all kinds of penetration, and of course the 300 is good for classes 7 to 9. With the soft points, you're only getting 21 for penetration, a huge 60 for expansion, so I myself do prefer the polymer tips with the 300. But I take the 300 to every map that has class 7 to 9 animals on it. I absolutely love having a follow-up shot, and the 300 is an absolute beast. Now, as an honorable mention, guys, I would also like to mention one other weapon, and that is the 7mm, and we are getting attacked. This is the 7mm. We're gonna pop the scope off. Now, the only issue with the 7mm is that it does not have a follow-up shot. It is a non-DLC weapon, which makes it very accessible, probably the most versatile weapon in the game. It is good for classes 4 to 9. So here we go. Come at me, baby. So you do have to wait for it to reload. We did miss there. And then you can take your follow-up shot. So you do have that few seconds for it to reload. And we did get a vital there. So the 7mm is absolutely fantastic if you're going the non-DLC route. It definitely will substitute for the 300. You're just not going to get that follow-up shot. So the 7mm also busted through the scapula and got right lung. It's not as powerful as the 300, but it will definitely do the job. It is a very powerful rifle. So here we have the 7mm Magnum. This is a non-DLC weapon, which is super amazing. It is accessible for everyone. You just have to be able to earn enough money to purchase it. Now, it is $36,000, which is quite a bit less than the 300, but the thing with the 7mm is you only get one shot and then you have to reload. So that is why I do prefer the 300, but new players really have to decide whether they want to purchase the Yukon DLC and get the 300, or get the 7mm and then save up for the 300 down the road. But you do need one of these two, the 300 or the 7mm. It has an accuracy of 33, a recoil of 82, a reload speed of 81, and a hip shot of 48. So here we have the 7mm polymer tips, $880 for 10 shots. It does 0 up to 300 meters, effective range of 150, a huge penetration of 40, only 12 for expansion, and the 7mm is good for classes 4 to 9. Another reason it is super amazing. So you can use it on all those class 9 animals once you do own it. And we do have the soft points, penetration of only 20, expansion of 53, so I do prefer the polymer tips myself. Although I don't use it a whole lot because I really do like to have that follow-up shot, it is a lot of fun to use, and it does cover those class 9 species and is non-DLC, so that makes it a pretty amazing rifle. So there you have it, guys. Those are my most used top 10 weapons in Call of the Wild and why. And I really hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, I'm gonna ask you to do one thing, smash that like button. It is super amazing for the algorithm, and I really do appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for that. And if you are new to the channel, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button, click the like button, and ring that notify bell so you guys never miss another video. Let me know in the comments, guys, what your absolute favorite weapon is in Call of the Wild and why. I love hearing from you guys, and we will definitely see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.